Question and answer time with our winner tonight receiving dinner for two here in the beautiful Empire Terrace at Yonkers Raceway and a year's subscription to Hub Rail magazine. And that winner is Howard Schneider of Newark, who wants to know in New York what method is used in testing the horses for drugs. It is a method recognized as one of the best in the world, as is the man who heads up the program in New York State. We talked to Dr. George Maylin of Cornell University.
The medical control and supervision of harness racing in North America has become increasingly sophisticated in recent years and, like the rest of life itself, increasingly complex. Pre-race blood testing is one of the key elements in the fight today, the continuing fight to make certain that horses conform to the rules and regulations of the states and provinces in which they race. And one of the leaders in that program is Dr. George Maylin, Associate Professor of Toxicology at Cornell University, New York. Dr. Maylin is a chemist and a veterinarian, and he is going to help us understand right now the procedures used in pre-race blood testing.
Pre-race testing is a technique whereby a blood sample is taken from all the horses entered to race. The samples are collected by a state veterinarian and transported to a trackside testing laboratory. The samples enter the laboratory, and the first step is to separate the plasma from the red blood cells. Most drugs reside in the plasma, and we use that as our test medium. The plasma, following a separation by centrifugation, is added to buffered solutions, and appropriate organic solvents are added to selectively extract the drugs from the plasma. Following this selective extraction, the samples are concentrated to a small volume to assist in increasing a degree of sensitivity for the method. And following that, they're applied to a thin layer plate. Thin layer chromatography is a separation technique which is used to separate one drug from another and from normal constituents of blood. The thin layer chromatography plates are then visualized with a chromogenic spray reagent, which gives a colored spot for various types of drugs.
Giving you a library or a profile which you can build of normal patterns.
That's right. It's a visual profile or pattern, and each drug has usually a characteristic color pattern. If a number of thin layer plates are developed, then that much additional information is gained. Following thin layer chromatography, gas chromatography is also conducted, which is another analytical technique to pinpoint which drug may be present. Following the thin layer chromatography and gas chromatography methods, then sophisticated techniques such as mass spectrometry may be used or other analytical technique.
Pre-race blood testing is a supplement to, rather than a substitute for, post-race testing of horses?
Yes, it is. It's a supplement to the standard post-race test. Its advantage offers the fact that all horses are tested before they race, and any illegal drug is detected so the horse can be scratched.
And this itself acts as a deterrent toward any possible wrongdoing or toward any honest mistakes?
Yes, it is.
That's the story of pre-race blood testing, which is a development that is in current evolution in harness racing in North America, and which incidentally was pioneered by harness racing at Ohio State University in 1965.
That's the story of testing in New York, and we'll be back with the story of the 8th race, first half of the late Daily Double, right after this.
Night Intruder, those two to the wire.
I'm always a winner with my Trotters and Pacers sports watch, a great gift idea and a favorite with racing fans. The sports watch is a fascinating timepiece with a beautifully detailed pacer magically replacing the second hand. With a 17-jewel Swiss-made movement and a 1-year limited warranty, this handicapper's dream can be yours if you act now.
For information, call 201-679-8068. Makes a great holiday gift.
Here's the 8th race field. Pacers, 1A, Old Reliables, 5-1. 2B, Conventioneer, has been scratched. 3C, He's a Skipper, is 9-1. Then one of the two favorites is 4D, Teddy Bear A, 2-1. The other one is 7G, Forget for Fella, also 2-1. And here's Bob Meyer to tell us how the race goes.
They're off. Old Reliable on the inside tries for the lead. Teddy Bear, the center track second. Forget for Fella towards the outside third. He's a Skipper on the rail fourth. Margin Majority fifth. Hail the leader sixth. Royal Sun trails to field seventh. Around the turn down the backstretch, Old Reliable in front by a length and a half. Teddy Bear the outside second. He's the skipper on the rail third. Forgetful Fellows dropped in fourth. Gap of 3.5 lengths. Margin Majority fifth. Hail the leader sixth. Gap of 2 lengths. Royal Sun trails the field seventh. Quarter time is 28-2. At the paddock turn the first time, Old Reliable in front by 2 lengths. Teddy Bear is dropped in second. He's the skipper third. Forgetful Fellow fourth. Gap of a length and a half. Margin Majority fifth. Hail the leader sixth. And Royal Sun trails the field seventh. As they come by the stands the first time, Old Reliable out on top by 3.5 lengths. Teddy Bear second. He's the skipper third. Forgetful Fellow fourth. Margin Majority fifth. Hail the leader the outside sixth. Royal Sun trails the field seventh. Halftime, 59 seconds flat. Around the clubhouse turn the second time, Old Reliable out in front by 4 lengths. Teddy Bear second. He's the skipper on the rail third. Forgetful Fellow the outside fourth. Gap of 2.5 lengths. Margin Majority fifth. Royal Sun on the rail sixth. Hail the leader seventh. Down the backstretch, Old Reliable in front by 3.5 lengths. Teddy Bear on the rail second. Forgetful Fellow the outside third. He's the skipper Loney inside fourth. Margin Majority up on the rim fifth. Hail the leader the outside sixth. Royal Sun seventh. 3/4 129-3. Round the far turn, Old Reliable in front by a length and a quarter. Forgetful Fellow second. Margin Majority the far outside third. Teddy Bear looks for Racing Maloney inside fourth. He's the skipper in between horses fifth. Hail the leader the far outside sixth. They come the top of the stretch. Old Reliable in front by a length and a half. Forgetful Fellow second. Margin Majority the far outside. Through the stretch, Old Reliable by a length and a half with Margin Majority. Old Reliable in front. Here's the finish. 1A. Old Reliable, an easy winner by about 3 lengths. Tight photo for place and show. Mile in 2 minutes and 2/5 of a second. And now let's go back to Spencer Ross.
Oh, reliable, not Tommy Henrik, but a 5-year-old horse. Number 1, OTB letter A, Robert Manis, drives and trains Seymour and Blanche Manis of Rock Hill, New York, own, and it's 5-1. Old Reliable returns $12, 540 and 480. 3C, he's the skipper second, 740 and 380. And 7G, Forgetful Fellow third, 260 to show that scratch. By the way, a convention here, the Pacer came up lame. The exact of 1 and 3, A and C, $96 even.